Hope everybody is enjoying this fine rainy morning that we're having here today. I'd like to welcome you to this April installment of Ken's Corner, and I'm looking here. I got small little screens in front of me here, but I can see a number of people have joined us from centers as well as some individuals that are logging in from home or remote locations. So to everybody, welcome, and I'm very glad to see you all here today. I look forward to the opportunity to sort of update you on a few of the things that are happening here in the cheer organization and to get an opportunity to speak with each of you and give you an opportunity to ask any questions, make any comments or things that you think we should be aware of here at Cheer to help better serve you and provide services and programming that you're interested in getting from your cheer organization. I'm also pleased that gradually we are starting to reopen programs and services here in cheer. Uh, as I have said before, some of the things that we have done here in cheer, we have continued to operate throughout the entire pandemic period. It seems kind of difficult to imagine, difficult in some cases to imagine, that we have been actually had many of our centers and activities suspended or dramatically reduced for 12 months now or longer since this pandemic first hit us. But we are pleased to be able to be gradually reopening services, and each and every month over the last couple of months we have been expanding services. In our home care division, we've continued to operate throughout the entire pandemic period, providing home health aides in the homes of individual clients, several hundred individual clients, um, again, throughout Sussex County during this entire pandemic period. And we're seeing a continued growth in the number of people that are requesting cheer services in their homes. Our Meals on Wheels program has continued to serve throughout the pandemic period. And in fact, at several points, we provided additional emergency and shelf stable meals to make sure that no matter what was happening going through this pandemic period, the people that needed cheer meals, that needed food in their homes, would continue to have that available to them. We're also continuing our grab and go program, which has been very successful with people that make reservations to come by curbside if they have transportation and pick up meals to take home and enjoy. So we are very pleased to be able to continue providing those services. Recently, the governor has expanded the occupancy limitations for senior centers, allowing, well, for all businesses, allowing us to increase participation to 50%. Currently, before this, we were limited to 30% when we first reopened. Uh, in the case of cheer, in the case of all organizations, it's important that we maintain the social distancing guidelines so that everybody remains 6 feet apart with 6 feet of separation. And when you apply that to the occupancy of a room, that means that we have to have 113 square feet for each individual that is in the main dining areas of our cheer facilities. So while the one statute or requirement under the governor's latest executive order would allow us to increase capacity to 50%, at the same point in time, we are limited to that social distancing requirement. So really, as a practical matter, we're still limited to about 30% in our facilities. If and when, well, I shouldn't say if, but when those social distancing guidelines are relaxed a little bit, we will be able to have more people and welcome more people into our centers. Those guidelines now from the CDC, Center for Disease Control, have recently been relaxed for schools to allow them to reduce their requirement from 6 foot social distancing to 3 foot. And we are hopeful that as more and more people get vaccinated and as the pandemic numbers or as the infection numbers continue to go down, that we'll see a relaxing of the social distancing requirements also. But we always encourage everybody to be to continue to be vigilant. Wear your masks, use the hand sanitizer, wear the gloves, and we make gloves and other personal protective equipment available, but take the precautions to keep those that you interact with and yourself safe throughout this period. Uh, there has been a lot of interest, I know, in our centers for reopening the fitness centers. We've had discussions about that, continue to have discussions about that. We are developing procedures and protocols right now that will allow us in the very near future to begin reopening our fitness centers in a very limited basis. And basically, what that's going to translate into is we're going to need to identify volunteers who can sort of be managers or supervisors of the fitness centers within our cheer locations. And those people will, working with the reservationists or receptionists in the centers, be responsible for taking advanced reservations for participation in the centers so that only people who register in advance can come in and participate in the centers. And we'll be creating blocks of time so that people could come in and there'll be one at reserve access to the centers for 1 hour blocks, which actually would allow 45 minutes of exercise time and 15 minutes of sanitation, with 2 people allowed in the fitness center at any one time. And of course, the requirements for masks would continue to be enforced. But we think we are at a point where we can, under these kind of guidelines, begin to reopen our fitness centers on this limited basis as we get the staffing for making sure that the reservations process is in place, and also for sanitizing, doing that 15 minutes of sanitizing of the fitness center after each 45-minute exercise program. So expect to see more on that in the very near future. For those of you that have been waiting for the opportunity to get back into the fitness centers, that is coming quickly now. Vaccinations are certainly a critical element in helping all of us to fight this pandemic and to keep the numbers, the infection rates down, not just for ourselves as persons that are vaccinated, but also for all those people that we interact with also. I'm pleased to announce that CHEER is going to be hosting a vaccination clinic at our Greenwood Center on the 24th of April. That is a Saturday morning. Again, like all the vaccination events throughout the state right now, there's an advanced reservation requirement. But if you have interest, please feel free to contact your center directors, and they can provide that information so that we can get you registered if you want to if you haven't been vaccinated and want a first dose vaccination at our Greenwood Center on the 24th of April. As recently as just today or within the last few hours, we have heard back from our partners, Lared Health Services, who we have also worked with in a variety of healthcare programs in the past. And Lared is very interested in establishing vaccination events at several of our cheer centers. So expect to hear more on that here also within the next couple of coming weeks. Beyond all of that, cheer staff are available to help anyone who is interested in getting first or second vaccinations. If you haven't been able to get vaccinated and are interested in doing it, or if you're having difficulties with the online registration process, again, let your center directors know that. We have people on staff here who can assist and help you with the vaccination process. We certainly don't want anybody to be denied that opportunity if you want to be vaccinated simply because you're having difficulty using the online systems. We're here to help you with that. So again, please let your center directors know if you have interest in that. Moving on to our kitchen project, which is a highlight for us. We've talked about this. I've talked about this in every Ken's Corner going back for the past couple of years as we went through our fundraising effort to raise the $1.8 million needed to build this kitchen, and the progress now that we are under construction. The kitchen, the building itself is up. A lot of the interior work is being done. Utilities are being installed as we speak on this process. So the building is moving forward to completion, this new kitchen. And it looks at this point in time like we will actually be moving into that kitchen in the first week of June. And certainly before the end of June, the meals that you're enjoying in the cheer centers, the meals that are going out to the Meals on Wheels homebound program are all going to be being prepared out of this brand new kitchen. So we're going to be taking pictures of this and starting to circulate pictures of this in the Cheerful Living magazine and Cheer Happenings newsletters that go out to your centers on a monthly basis so that all of you can share in the progress here as we come to the final stages of getting this new and much needed kitchen opened and in service. Many of you are, all of you should be aware that this is a special year for Cheer. This is our 50th anniversary year. Starting in 1971, Cheer began providing services, in-home services, and later, 1 year later, meal services for senior citizens throughout all of Sussex County. Think about how many generations and how many tens of thousands of people we have served over the course of that 50 years. Generations, and we have multiple generations that have been members of our Cheer family, and we're so honored to have the opportunity to be a part of your family that way. Our actual anniversary date is in July of this year. And we're working with center directors, our center directors right now, to develop anniversary parties to be held in each and every one of your centers so that you can participate and be part of this 50 years of service celebration. So details will be coming later, but for all of you, there will be anniversary cake and parties and all the trimmings that go with that. And we look forward to celebrating in person with you in your centers, to celebrating 50 years of service for the seniors in Sussex County. So certainly more to follow, continue to follow on that in each of the coming months leading up to our anniversary month of July of this year. We have made an ongoing and increased effort to try and provide more virtual programming opportunities throughout this pandemic period. And frankly, that is going to be a reality for us going forward, the virtual programming and virtual offerings. Within the past month, many of you had an opportunity to watch and interact with local entertainers. I know Sky Brady and Kathy Gorman, just to mention a couple, but there are additional local entertainers that are now able to come into your centers and into your houses virtually to bring that entertainment, which we have not been able to provide much of through this pandemic period. We're now able to bring that to you virtually, and will continue to do so even as we start getting back together and things begin opening up again. We will continue our commitment virtually. We have worked with the Alzheimer's Association to provide training programs with regards to that. There is a program called the Money Management School, which is offered by the state of Delaware to provide various training opportunities for senior citizens with regards to money matters that would affect each of us, such wills, estate plannings, how to plan and manage through retirement, all of these kind of things. These are things that are being added to our programming agenda each and every month so that we'll continue to expand and provide more offerings for you to keep you connected, to keep you informed, and also to provide those entertainment opportunities. So we're glad to be doing that, and keep watching because there's going to be more and more of that available. The final thing and biggest and most immediate news that I wanted to offer is that effective today, we are opening the hours of our centers to going back to our more traditional hours of service. We have been somewhat limited here since we've reopened to a 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock type of programming. We are going to now, effective today, reopen our centers for the full service day that we have provided. We're looking for more and more opportunities and activities that can be provided in a COVID responsible, social distance way to provide you with more and more entertainment, education, crafts, and social interaction opportunities in each of your centers. So we thank you for continuing to be a part, an important part of our cheer organization, of our cheer family. We look forward to continuing as we're starting to come out of this pandemic period. We look forward to opportunities to serve you in more and more ways and be more and more responsive to the kind of things that you want and that you should be expecting from your cheer organization. So with that, I am going to sort of, I say, open the mic for lack of a better term, but we'll be most interested in any questions, comments, or anything that we can do to try and respond to your concerns here. So Kevin, our IT person, is managing the computer on this end. But if anybody has questions, comments, or things they would like to make known, please go ahead and unmute yourself and speak up, and we will try and make note and respond as we can.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I just want tell you that I'm one of those people who have been using that grab and go lunch, and thank you very much. It's been wonderful.
That's good to hear. We appreciate that. I tell you, I was not sure how that would work when we started it, but there are a lot of people that take advantage of that. And I'm pleased that you like it and it's serving you well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Milton needs to unmute. Okay, if that's the case, we'll just ask that yeah, if you just unmute and Fran, I see you standing off to the side trying to hide there in Greenwood.
I'm not hiding, I'm hiding the walker. No, everybody's good here. We're excited. We're going to start having our cheerful morning coffee time beginning on Monday. And then on Friday, we'll be serving a nutritious breakfast. I'm going to put the menu out for that for the members to see because that's going to be new for them. And we're excited about the changes.
Thank you very much, Fran. I appreciate that. I had not really, when I talked about expanding the hours of operation in the centers, I hadn't really brought or mentioned that as I should. But yes, we're bringing breakfast back to cheer, and we hope that you will join us for breakfast in each of our centers as we're going to start a weekly breakfast program in each of the cheer centers. And hopefully many of you will come and participate in what I am told is I should tell you, a heart healthy breakfast here. We went round and round on the menu choices, but we did get some compromises in there that include turkey bacon and turkey sausage, at least, along with a number of other offerings here. But I think we're going to offer a good quality, tasty, and healthy breakfast options And there are, I think, 5 different menu options that are being developed and put through, will be offered through rotation here. So please, please join us at your centers for coffee and breakfast. Thank you, Fran.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, good morning, good morning,
From
Milton.
Milton,
I
we
got
just-
Milton here.
we wanted to wish you and your family a very happy Easter. Thank you for your leadership during this very difficult year. We've really been pleased with how everything's been handled, and we feel very safe and healthy, and we're all looking forward to the new extended hours. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Sheila, and thank all of you at Milton. And remember, come in for breakfast for us now. Have breakfast and lunch and entertainment and activities. We want to welcome as many people back into our centers as we can. So thank you.
Tell them people are still falling on those things in the parking lot.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Ken,
Yes?
I have a nice young lady that is complaining about the curb bumpers at Long Neck. There's people that are tripping over them, and there was wondering if anything you could do about that.
The long, in the parking lot out front, the curb bumpers?
Yes,
Yeah, I'm not sure because we are, that's a condominium complex there that we're in, that the Long Neck Center is in. And I know that there's concern if they're not there to, all I can tell you at this point is let me seriously look into this. I'm familiar with, obviously, with that parking lot. I was not aware that the curb bumpers at Long Neck were concerned. I know we had problems with some of the curb bumpers with our meal delivery personnel because of the way where they're posted in the Roxana Center, but I was not aware that was an issue in Long Neck. So
Yeah,
Let me-
it's always been an issue, Ken. But unfortunately, I think we've checked into it before, and it's more of a safety precaution with the seniors so that they don't bang into each other.
right, head to head, face to face.
Right,
and
because of the
I-
way the parking lot is set up.
And I think that's probably gonna be the answer that I'm gonna have to provide, but in
Yeah.
fairness, we will go back and we will take a look at it again and have you an answer at the next Ken's Corner.
okay, they're saying even if you could paint them so they could see them, that would be a help.
That's a good thing.
That's probably a more likely option. So let me see what we can do. And maybe get those painted a caution yellow if that's possible.
Okay, thank you.
That is probably a more possible option. We will pursue that.
Thank you. Light bulbs or piece of wire. All right, all right. No, they're hanging themselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can hear.
When the Meals on Wheels drivers. Hi.
Hello?
Drivers, I'm
Okay,
Pat.
ask him.
I'm a Meals on Wheels driver. The back driveway has potholes in it
At Long Neck.
at Long Neck.
At Long Neck, okay, paint.
It's the back driveway.
That's
That's a
the
new-
alleyway behind the
Yeah.
buildings there.
Correct, yes. Thank
Come right,
you.
come right over here, you can see you.
See over here.
Mhm.
Hi.
Hi, I see you.
Hi, thank you. Have a happy Easter.
Thank you, and you also, and I'll see if we can do something about the potholes. That
All right,
also
take
something we
care.
should be able to do something about.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else from Long Neck have anything they would like to say?
Well, our bus veterans, I think they should be handicapped. There's only one that's handicapped with that board, everybody wants to know what to do. I think we need hand bars on all toilets or up high. They sit down to the
Okay.
ground and there's nothing
Ken,
going
they're talking about the toilets. Only one of them's handicapped, and right now, that's the one that's open, and they were wondering if they could open up the rest of the bathrooms and maybe get some grab bars
Okay,
and make them handicap accessible.
so an additional, we're talking both the men's and the women's?
Yes,
At least to get the toilets higher. They're low. It's included in handicap accessible, I think.
I will look into that, and it would seem to me, again, as we're bringing more and more people in, that we probably need to make some relaxation on those requirements here to make the facilities available. So that seems to be something I think we ought to be able to do something with. Let me take a look at that, and we will get you some answers back on that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And this is Milton again.
Yes, ma'am.
We would like to add a bowling alley.
Let me answer that for you right now, okay?
April Fool Day. April
No.
Fool. That's our April Fool joke for you today.
That's your April Fool joke, huh?
That's not happening.
Indoor pool would be nice.
Oh, there you go. There we go. Now you're talking.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to.
Okay.
Ken,
Gary's got something to say from
Ken.
Georgetown.
from Georgetown.
Come up.
I want to know if someone had the vaccine for COVID-19, they have both of them, if they can play cards. But there is
It-
some
At this,
playing
it-
cards.
yeah, at this point, we still have to maintain the social distancing.
Okay.
And so that's the issue with not being able to have people sitting around the table right now. And again, we continue to monitor the CDC guidelines very carefully. And right now, those guidelines are still saying that even with both vaccinations, you should continue to maintain the social distancing and continue to wear masks in all situations unless you're eating or drinking. So we just don't have in order to be compliant, we don't have the requirement or the ability to do that right now. We even talked about doing that, making sure everybody was wearing gloves when they were playing so that as you passed cards back and forth, that there wouldn't be any transmission. But we just, right now, we can't get around that social distancing requirement.
Hey, it's Robin Green. Can I talk to Yolanda, please?
Kind of running around, Robin.
Uh,
Hang on a second.
Okay, I see her. She's gonna do what I need her to do. That's okay. Thank you. Bye.
What else? I know that we have tried through this Lent season to be responsive with the menus. That was a concern and a very good comment that came up in our last Ken's Corner, that we tried to have menus that were more respectful of the holiday season for all holidays, and hopefully you've seen that reflected in the menu offerings we've had for the last couple of weeks through this Lent season. But again, we're always looking for those kind of comments and those kind of things that we can do to be more responsive to what you all would like.
I think Yolanda's trying to get on or unmute herself.
I can see Ocean View and I can see Yolanda, but I also see she's muted. Not
Yes,
now.
yes.
I don't like this laptop. Sorry, I'm having issues. Okay, what's up? Oh, you want to know if anybody have anything in Ocean View to say? We're all good?
Thanks for the change of menus.
Oh, yeah, thanks for the change of menus, they're saying. Happy Easter.
And happy Easter to you all also.
Okay.
Everybody else is good and happy? Well, I will tell you, I look forward to the opportunity to get back into the centers personally myself. I can assure you that for me is going to be part of our 25th, of our 50th. One of us is getting old, of our 50th anniversary celebration. So I look forward to being in person in each of your centers to help you celebrate 50th anniversary in July. And until then, and for now, I wish you all a happy Easter. Everybody enjoy your holiday. Continue to stay healthy. And we look forward to continuing to serve each of you. If there is anything that you would like, or ideas, things that you would like that can help make cheer be of better service to you, please, please let your center directors know, and your center directors all know they can bring those things to Robin, bring those things to Beckett, to myself, and we will do what we can to try and help make sure that cheer continues to serve you in the best possible way. In the interim, we will take a look at the restrooms in all of our facilities, but specifically Long Neck, see if we can open that up a little bit more, add some additional grab bars to make those facilities more responsive. And we will also take a look at probably not removing parking blocks, but maybe painting them to help make them more noticeable. We're looking at doing that same thing at Roxana right now, so we can add Long Neck to our list. Okay. There's not anything further. I wish you all a very happy Easter. Continue to be healthy and welcome back to cheer. Thank you.